Alright guys, what's up? El Chicote here again, and with the year 2 Mika character overview. And also I want to say in advance, sorry if you guys hear like the loud PS4 in the background. I had to clean my fan later on today, but just figured I'd give you guys a fair warning if you guys hear that throughout the video. But anyway, let's get into these Mika nerfs, okay? Mika nerfs and buffs, okay? So this is what happened to Mika. So I'm gonna read it to you from top to bottom. She has a new target combo in the air, which I'll show you real quick. You guys haven't seen already. She has that, right? That's her new stuff. Her throw is reduced from 300 to 100. Stuns reduced from 170 to 120 and reduced meter gain. And as you guys can see, that is a lie. It still does 130 and it still does 200. I don't. Maybe that was an accident. I don't know. All right, let's see. And that was actually it for her throw. So her stand light punch is no longer 3 frames. It is 4 frames now. And she can okay, change hit and projectile invincibility timing from 1 frame to 23 frames to 1 frame to 30 frames. I don't know what that is. Wait, change hit and projectile invincibility time. I don't know what that means exactly. Increase duration of the entire move 1 frame. So it's active 1. It looks like it's active 1 more frame longer. Reduce hitbox size in forward direction. Change advantage on hit from +3 to +4. So basically what happened here with this move is it's no longer 3 frames, which sucks. It looks fast, but it's no longer 3 frames. This is your 3 framer now, which I'll get into later. But this right here is you can do this, right? But now the new thing to do is this, because you can do target combo now, since you have that in there. So that's the new thing with that. So next we have stand medium punch. So increase hitbox size forward during active frames. Reduce active frames 3 frames to 2 frames. Change advantage on hit from +7 to +8. And alright, that's a buff. So basically what that means is I'm gonna try this a few times, and I'm gonna try it twice, and if I get it wrong, so be it. But she can basically do 2 medium punches into Fierce and then into Peach. So alright, that's 1. Well, let me do another one, okay? I know I said 2. It's really hard to do, but you can basically walk forward now and do that. It's really cool. So that's one of the things you can do. Let's see what else we got here. Alright, so stand high punch does 80 to 90 damage now. So it does 90 damage up from 80, I'm sorry. Crouching light punch change so collision box doesn't move forward. I don't know what that exactly means. I guess it's talking about trades and stuff like that. So crouching medium punch no longer grounded during entire movement. So I'm pretty sure I can grab me out of this. Well, let me just test real quick. Let's see. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna turn playback on for that. You know, let me like actually knock him down. Actually, that was probably a bad choice. Let me knock him down real quick, and then have him grab me. If they let me do that. They won't let me do wake up throw. I don't think that worked. Well, we'll see. Let me see. Nope. Okay. Well, you apparently can be grabbed now. So that move, I guess I don't know. I didn't think it would get nerfed because I thought it was kind of silly move, but I guess so. All right. So crouching medium kick advantage changed from +2 to +3 on hit. So this is what that means. So basically, you can do this. Well, I fucked up. You do this, and do that. You can do that. That's a new thing she got going on right now. Let me turn this off. It's kind of annoying. So you can do that into that. Now let's see what else we got. So crouching fierce, crouching high punch, change advantage on block from +4 or from -4 to -6. God damn, better not be +4 or +6. So yeah, you don't really want to do this move anymore. You want to be very careful. And if they block it at max distance, you're -1, so you have to block. No longer +1. Crouching heavy kick, size of her box upwards. Change hit and projectile invincibility time from frame 1 to frame 23 to 1 frame to 30 frames. So I guess it goes under projectiles these days, what it's saying. Only increased size of her box has added projectile invincibility. All right, and then from there on, we got jump and medium punch. Okay, so we have a jump and medium punch, which causes a juggle state, so you do stuff like this. Right, it's pretty cool. It's also good air. So somebody jumping at you, and instead of doing like that, you can do this, and then bam, and get some damage. Reduce hurt box of the visual to match visual. Reduce damage from 70 to 60 Change hit effect from air recovery damage to knockdown damage. And then next we have the stand chop combo, her target combo. So it has decreased pushback, reduced pushback. You see that? You see how close I am now? So it's easier to get that punish because I'm -5. But if you space it out though, it's still kind of how it used to be. Okay. And the next thing what we have is Lady Mika. So the damage has been reduced from 90 to 80. So this does 80 now, and in return it kind of made it where this does 90 because they used to do 80, so it kind of switched those two damages around. Passion Press, change startup from 6 to 8 frames, change recovery from 13 to 20 frames, reduce active frames from 4 to 2, change advantage on hit from +2 to +0, change advantage on block to -2 to -8. So now basically if they block this move, if they block that, you get a full combo punish now. Standardized hit and block stop for ground and air damage. From damage, I'm sorry I said damage. Blah. Added hurt box on feed during motion. Now cancel into rope throw and block. Which it automatically, I don't know what that part is. It was automatically able to do that. Passion press forward and backwards. Change duration of move 38 frames to 50 frames. Opponent no longer hits wall mid screen. So yeah, you no longer get this mid screen. For those of you guys who don't know, no more of that. So now they just fall. Just like I told you before, they fall now. The only time you get this now is if they're in the corner. Yep, just like that. That's the only time you're gonna get it. Alright, let's see. Mic performance. Okay. So mic performance. Her beat skill, for those of you guys who don't know what mic performance is. Change activation of super armor from, well, after 11 frames to 5 frames. Okay. Also, you don't lose the power up if you get hit by opponents. So let me show you real quick. Right, you see that? And this, let me just do a regular like throw. Right, it does 168. Now watch this. Right, and you see he hit me. Okay, that was a fucking mistake. And it still does 168. Okay, I don't know what the heck that throw was about, but yeah, it still does 168 as you can see on hit. So that's actually really cool. So now you don't have to worry about being so, you know, scary to try to get in there and save your mic buff. All right, Peach Gator. Change the startup from 15 to 17 frames. So that's a nerf. Change recovery on hit. So it's gonna be, it might be harder to follow up now. So let me have him hit me. Yeah, it might be harder. Wings Airplane. Remove proximity block during move. So I guess this move used to make people block. If I'm correct, used to make people block when the move will come out for whatever reason. Rainbow Typhoon, reduce critical art gain, meter gain on whiff. So let's see that real quick. Let me see here, critical gauge. All right, so let's try to whiff. Yep, see that? It doesn't really do that much. It does as much as her other grab because it used to be a lot of meter on whiff. So that's actually a big nerf. Well, not really big, but it kind of is. Like, because you can bait people to come to you. And the damage on Brimstone has been changed to 130 for light Brimstone, 130 to 120. So as you can see, 120 now. Reduce meter gain on whiff. Increase critical art meter gain on hit and block. I don't know what they mean with the block because you can't block that, but okay. Brimstone, the medium one. Damage reduced from 140 to 130. So we're looking at 130 now. Yep. Same thing as the first one, critical art, you know, it is reduced critical art gain on whiff, and critical art gain is increased on hit and on block. I don't know what they mean on block because you can't block that. Maybe they mean if you like cancel move into it, I don't know, and then you just do it for whatever reason. All right, Brimstone, the heavy version, has been reduced from 150 to 140, which is still really high. Also reduced critical art meter gain on whiff and increased critical art meter gain on hit and block. And then we have lastly we have EX Peach. So add 4 frames of recovery after third hit, increase active frames of second attack 2 frames to 5 frames, increase size of hitbox forward during third attack. So basically they made it easier to they kind of buffed this in a way. They made it easier for, like, you guys know how sometimes the third hit a whiff. It still does sometimes, but like it mainly doesn't. So it's pretty cool. So now I can do this. It has increased like recovery though. So it's kind of hard to follow up sometimes, like with things like this. Like, let me show you guys something real quick. Like a corner combo. It's kind of a little hard to do that. I know I got it on the first shot, but it's kind of a little tougher to do. You know what I mean if you try it out. It's kind of like some of these things are kind of like unnoticeable, like, but they still work the same pretty much. And that's it for all the Mika nerfs, guys. So now we got to talk about strategies and like what I think you should be doing in certain situations, right? So I want to start off by saying you shouldn't be doing this move in the footsies anymore. I don't think. So thus far, this move is -8, and if somebody blocks it, even at max range, still can get a punish. So I would say in the replacement of doing clap and this, just mix it up. Just don't do roll. Well, try to do roll if you can do a max distance. Don't do it too much though, because I think it's -1 at max distance instead of +1. So, and it still works the same. You know, you get a meaty one of these boys. You can combo off of it. See? Then you can do Peach, you know the rest. But yeah, don't really use this move, man. It's really bad now, like in terms of like being on block. It's like -6 now instead of -4, and this is -8. So keep those two in mind. So you want to be doing this now as our poke. So -3, keep it max distance, less than that. This is also really good. Especially now considering like it got buffed. You know, you could do that, and then on counter hit, you actually might be able to get something from a distance. Might be able to do this into that on counter hit, or let me see. I don't think you can actually. Okay, you can, but like max distance though, like we're not really getting much. But anyway, those two things are going to be your tools. Like I would say that, this is actually still like okay. Like as you can see, it actually got nerfed. It would have hit him like originally from like right there, but it got nerfed. So that's actually pretty good. It's okay when you get closer to him, but like as far as poke tools, this is really going to be a thing here, man. It's going to be this from now on, and not really that, just this. I mean, you can use drop kick too every now and again, but it's like -4, so be careful. Too close, you get punished. And yeah, that's pretty much how we're gonna do pokes from now on. This, and try not to do this. And honestly, just if you can like find out the space and just be very careful. If somebody blocks that, just block. Don't press any buttons. You're minus now. You're -1 at best, so don't press anything. So if you know your distance, then just block. All right, keep that in mind. Now, as far as everything else, passion press alternatives. 1, 2. You know, you get this dash twice. So it'll still be nice to get the passion press to get the corner carry like that. He's still pretty much in the corner than, you know, Mika stuff. Because in the corner she still has a vortex, which I'm going to go over right now. Still has the vortex. Everything's still the same, you know. I will say one thing though. It's kind of harder to confirm it to this though right here. Sometimes I drop it. I've dropped it like a few times before. And it's not because of lag. It's because they made the timing harder. They made it harder to do. Like a slightly harder. You guys know what I'm saying when you play. And another thing I want to say is yeah, do that. And also if you have a bar meter, just get the dash and bam, get the corner carry. You can get 1 dash. They nerfed it so you can't basically do 2 dashes anymore into that, which I wonder why. I wonder if it was because of me, because I made that video and it got like a lot of views, like over 1,000, and a lot of people saw it and a lot of people didn't know you can do that. I don't know if it was like that the PXX build, the PlayStation Experience build, or if they just saw the video I did and then nerfed it. I don't know. I'm not saying I caused that. I'm just saying I hope I didn't. I don't know if it was already like that beforehand. Who knows? But basically all I know is you can't do that no more. And but on the flip side, you know, you still get this off the back of it. You can still do that. Still do this. And I think that's about it. I don't think you can do anything else. But maybe you can do stand like kick. Nope. So you can do those two off the back, and then you can go like. I messed up. You can do this. I messed up. Bam. If they get hit with it, you can do that. It's pretty nice. 170. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the alternative use of passion press. And because the general that move is hard. Like it's still really good. People think it's over that you have invisible wall, but look at the corner carry you still get them in the corner, man. And that's where she shines, still in the corner. Everything in the corner is still the same. Everything in the corner is still the same. Everything. You still go. This is still +3. This is still the frame trap afterwards. You know, if you want to do it, you can even do this and walk up and grab. They block. You know, like something like this, and then grab. Or you can do this, and they press a button. You do Peach. But yeah, pretty much her game plan is still the same. She just has a few nerfs, honestly. The nerfs aren't honestly all that bad. But I'm gonna get into all that later on after we discuss everything else. As far as everything else, if you get this jab, you want to convert into target combo to that. That'll be the new thing. And if this should be the thing you'd be doing here too. If you get the cross up, just go for the whip sometimes. But if you want the damage, then obviously you go for this. So I mean, honestly, Mika has like a lot of different options now. But I mean, everything else is still pretty much the same. Like her stun and everything is still high. She still has all those resets. You know, she doesn't have the double drop kick anymore because of the wall bounce. being going mid-screen, and in the corner is weird. And also, let me show you guys this real quick. Look at this. He no longer hits the wall anymore because of the nerf. He falls faster now. So it kind of sucks. You gotta be careful too in your spacing because it might look like it might not, but then it will. Like, he will just fall. You see that? Like, normally he would hit the wall, but that's the nerf right there, man. Him falling faster actually hurt that a lot. So the fall faster actually hurt Mika a lot too because she can't get the double dash. But the Irish whip hurt, but it's like not that bad. You just gotta have some alternative uses. She still has throw loops. You know, somebody jumps, you can still like crouch medium punch them, and then, you know, the rest. Her game plan is literally still the same. You just can't be doing this anymore. Really, you can't be doing clap. This is still. Oh, this is also a good poke tool. I meant to say earlier. I just completely just threw this out the window for whatever reason. So this, and then crouch medium kick, and then crouch light kick too. It has a lot more range than you would think. Really good. Those will be your 4 mains to go to. This will be your main. Then this will be like either this or this will be a second, and then this will definitely be the last one. It's pretty good. Those will be your main poke tools from now on. Just don't get into the habit of clapping though, man, because a player will blow you up for that if they know. And everybody knows that that's -8 because everybody wanted that nerfed and it got nerfed. Ah, man, I'm like kind of sick. But anyway, let's get back into it. And I'm trying to think of what else I can say here because everything else is still pretty much the same with R.Mika, everything. So, besides a few nerfs, so not everything, but obviously stuff has changed. But like, you know, we can still do like Nadeshiko stuff. You know, resets. All that, all the corner stuff. You see the high stun, the corner, giant swing still does 220. You know, and then with the mic buff, it does like 268 now instead of 276, which is not honestly that bad. Still a lot of damage. It's hard to even tell. Yeah, she's still really good. Honestly, it's just you gotta work harder now. Like you gotta use your brain a little bit more. You know, people claim she's brain dead, but there is things that is hard, like in general, like matchups and everything like that. But like now it's gonna be like you gotta think a lot more. You can't just like autopilot. You know, you gotta think a lot more. It's gonna be harder to autopilot because you can't do certain things anymore. But I think that's pretty much it as far as that goes. But now I want to talk about Mika as a character in general. Like now what? Now, do you guys like now the big question? You know, how is Mika? You know, do we think she's still top tier? Do we think she's low tier now? One of the worst in the game? Do we think she's mid tier? Honestly, to be honest with you guys, I honestly don't know what to say so far. Like I was thinking mid tier. I don't honestly know though. Maybe higher than that. I'm just fluctuating. I can't even say mid tier, man. I've been thinking like I've been fluctuating with her, man. It's too early to tell actually. If I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's too early to tell because we don't know like everything about everybody else so far. Like we're just getting used to the patch right now. But I do think Mika's still really good. Still a really good character. Still very strong, I feel, in Season 2. And people thought she would be dead. She's definitely not dead. She's still a viable character. She's still Mika. You know, she's not bad. Like, she doesn't have the throw damage nerfs that they said, which is good. And a lot of things. She's still just Mika, man. She's still really good. And I think she's still a very viable character. So if you guys are playing Mika, I would still recommend sticking around with her. But if you want to move on, then that's fine, you know. It's your choice. But for those guys who were wondering, man, like, you know, is she going to be alright? I think so. I think she's actually really good still. And a lot of Mika players out there have dropped her, but I don't think they understand like the new game plan of Mika. You just have to play safer. Well, you have to play pretty much safer. You can't be throwing on clap and crouch fierce no more. A lot of people relied on crouch fierce. Even I did, and I stopped doing it. And clap, I did clap a lot too. But you know what? It's not hard to change. It's like you just play, you know, and then eventually you'll make yourself stop doing it. You know, just get rid of these bad habits. I think she's still a very viable character, like I said. I know I said it a few times already, but just throwing it out there, man, for those of you guys who are wondering. And yeah, like I said, pretty much everything else is the same. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm not sure. If I am forgetting something, let me know in the comments, guys. Leave a like on the video if you guys like this video. If you guys like the overview video, I figured I'd do it for you guys, you know. For those of you guys who are wondering, like, dang, well, is Mika still good? Is it over? You know, it's not over. I don't feel like it's over. She's still Mika. People are still gonna complain when they get Vortex by Mika. She still has everything, like that she has to be annoying. They didn't nerf like everything that I thought they would. You know, the Nadeshiko is still the best co. The Desk's so great. Oh, actually, you know what? There was one thing I want to show you guys real quick. So look, in the corner, I want to show you guys something. She has like a really nice damage in the corner. Let me make sure counter hit's not on, okay? Because you know, like, you remember how this got a damage buff? Now watch this. Let me just show you guys this sweet combo real quick. You guys probably seen this before. Right? And now it does more damage because of that. Because of the damage buff to the fierce. I just did 3 fierces there. That did 551. And if I do mic buff, which I actually got reduced damage for good reasons, because if that had like 25% still plus that, it'd be kind of, Mika would be actually a lot better, especially since you can keep it now on hit. So with that being said, this situation is actually more doable if you save your mic buff for the corner, because all you need to do is get one clean hit. I messed up. Oops. Oh, I messed up again. Alright, I'm not the greatest. I hit it on the first try, but that was just luck, I guess. It's honestly not that hard, though. It's honestly not that hard, blah. I'm just not that good with it on this side. This side gets me for some reason. Or maybe it's just my time. I don't think it's a side, because I'm good on both sides. Yeah, see, look at that. Let me try the left side, alright? I'm being a scrub right now. Don't judge me. We go to the corner. I did it one time, and now I'm just dropping it. So let me show you. 1, 2, 3. Oof, oof. Oof, yep, and then we do super. Yep, and now look, it does almost 600. Deadly peach. Look at that. So it does a lot. If you could, and that's more viable of a thing to do. And then obviously we got crush counter. You guys probably wonder like, oh, what about crush counter? You know, let me show you real quick. Let's say we got the mic buff and crush counter. Or you know, let's just do crush counter first. All right. Messed up. I messed up again. Jeez, oh peace. I'm scrubbing it out. Okay, let's see. 401 already. Yeah, look at that. That's only the first hit. It's gonna be 500 in a second. Deadly peach. I lied. Okay, so 576, and with the mic buff, it should do 612 if I'm correct. I actually messed up. Okay, even on the left side. Like I said, I'm not the greatest at this guy, so I know I'm scrubbing it out. But I mean, what are the odds of you getting this in the corner? I just wanted to show you guys this sweet combo, that's all. You guys saw it before, I know you have. There's videos. Alright, that's 401. That's 490, 49 I mean, I'm sorry. 509, 612. There you go. There's a lot. And that's actually a lot more viable to do now, because you can keep, like I said, you can keep the mic buff now when you get hit. So it's actually really good. So another one last thing I want to show you guys before I end the video is let me switch sides real quick, is you can get a guaranteed, pretty much guaranteed mic buff now. So do this. You don't have to do a jump in, talk on the mic. Nobody's gonna be able to reach you in time, so you pretty much just get a free mic buff and then you're just ready. Just be careful, because I think if you whiff grab it might go away. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I think it goes away if you whiff grab. Actually, hold on, what was that? Yeah, that was 140. Yeah, I think if you whiff grab, because this does 168, right? So I think if you whiff grab, it goes away. Oops, that was an accident. Yeah, it goes away. So don't do grabs. If you want to save that, just wait till you get in, try to get some tick throws. And speaking of tick throws, let me just go over that real quick, because somebody asked me like about tick throws. They said, can you demonstrate tick throws for me? In one of my comments. So yeah, tick throw is this: jab, grab, jab, grab. You just jab, wait it's like a millisecond, and grab. It's really easy. You can do it like this: crouch jab, wait a millisecond, grab. You do crouch medium. You can do stand medium punch in that, even though that's not a true thing right there. You do jab, jab, EX, giant swing. I don't think you can do 3. You can only do 2. Yeah. You can do 2 of these into that. Cross up 2 of those into that. It's really cool. You have a lot of options. It's really just jab. You can't even do it with this. You just like literally wait. You do kick and wait. It's like a really quick second. Like you don't chain it in. Like you don't do this. Like you don't like you don't like do that. You don't cancel it. Like that's what happens if you try to cancel it. That'll happen. You do this, you wait, and then grab. It's really easy. Just remember, don't cancel it. Just bam, bam. But yeah, like I said, guys, make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys like this video. This is just season 2 overview and video telling you that I think she's still viable. Give my viability, and yeah, like I said, she's still viable. Still really good, really strong. That's like I said. And yeah, that's about it. And if you're not here, subscribe. It helps the cause, man. Help me grow. That'd be nice if you guys enjoying the content, man. I'll be doing a lot more of this. And yeah, peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.